Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. I'm again back with a very interesting topic from my book, The Power of Self-Talk. And today I'm going to talk about how we can be emotionally strong. And by that time this video will end, you will understand what exactly is the meaning of being emotionally strong, why it is important, and what can be done to become emotionally strong. Let me share a very interesting story. The story is of a speaker who was on a stage, and when he started the seminar, before moving further, he just showed $100 note to everyone and asked the audience that anyone wants this particular note. Everyone said yes, we want. Then he said, okay, before giving it to you, let me do something. And then he crumbled that note on his hand. And then he again said that, do you want still this $100 note? Everyone again said, that, yes, we want this note. Okay, now the speaker said, let me do something more. At this time, he put that note on the floor and then stomped with his feet. And after that, he again picked up that note. And now, this time, the note is full of dirt and fully crumbled and looking very bad. Again, the speaker asked the same question. Do you still want this note? Everyone still said yes. Then the speaker said that, think about it. When this note was clean and fully creased, you still wanted it. Now, when it is dirty and crumbled, you still want it because you know that its value didn't reduced or increased just because now it is dirty. Something similar happens in our life too. When we face with a lot of disappointment, failure, we take some wrong decisions, and then somehow we start feeling that our value has reduced. But just like this note, if we always feel that irrespective of whether it is clean or dirty, whether it is properly creased or crumbled, its value still remains same. Well, someone has very rightly said that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the aeroplane takes off against the wind and not with it. In general, when we talk about strength, the first thing that comes in our mind is the physical strength. But then in the 21st century, we have realized that it is not the physical strength, but our emotional strength, the mental strength, which is much more important. For example, if you are preparing, say, for the half marathon, now for that, maybe in the beginning, you may think that the physical strength is more important and you do more effort on that. But very soon you will realize that to complete that marathon, unless and until there is a strong mental strength, it's very difficult to achieve. Now, when we talk about mental strength, that does not mean that we'll not feel bad, will not feel disappointed, will not face any problems and any issues. We will face that. But the important thing is that what we are doing with that. Are we coming back strongly? Are we accepting all the failures which is happening in our life and then see that what best we can do? Because the most important thing is not what is happening outside, but what is happening inside and what we are doing with that. Well, someone has very rightly said in this particular situation that we must accept finite disappointment but never lose infinite hope. Many times it happens that when we are talking about our mental strength, then we feel very bad when something bad happens. Interestingly, in the present times, one very important thing that has happened is that earlier, when we talk about addictions, it was more about smoking, drinking, and all those things. But of late, it has shifted to some new kind of addictions. The addiction of approval, the addiction of showing to people that yes, I am also important, the addiction of getting the acceptance from people, especially in the social media. And when we don't get it, we get disappointed. So it's very important to understand that when we talk about emotional intelligence, when we talk about emotional strength, and when we think that unless and until people are appreciating us, people are saying, yes, you are good, people are putting a lot of likes or maybe thumbs up, only then we feel that we are feeling very happy and internally we feel that, yes, we are doing something. But the interesting thing is that When we stop getting all those appreciations, we again go back to the shell. Then again we find something new to make the people feel that yes, we are there. So in a way, what is happening is that we are trying to make people make ourselves feel important rather than feeling that we are actually an important person. Well, someone has very, very rightly said that when you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. So I think it's better that in our personal, professional, or maybe in our other kind of life, we must make sure that whatever we are doing it, we should do it for ourselves. In case we are working hard in the company, we should do it not to please the other people, but to please ourselves. When we are doing something personally, maybe at home, then we should not do it just to make sure that other people will say that, oh, you are doing something very good. But we should do it because I want to do it in that way. Because when we do things for ourselves and not to get the appreciation or acknowledgement or something special from others, then we always remain in the good state of mind, we always remain happy, and we always remain contented. So that brings a very important thing, that what we can do to become emotionally strong. So to be emotionally strong, one thing which is very important to understand is that when we talk about the equation of stress, so stress is equal to pressure oblique resilience. Now, pressure always remains same, but resilience varies from person to person. I may be having very good resilience, maybe the other person may be having very low resilience. So because of the denominator, the stress increases. Say for example, during COVID situation, you must have noticed that the situation was same for everyone, but different people behaved in a very, very different way. So in that case, the pressure was same, but the resilience was different. And because of that, we all have seen different kind of responses from people. Well, someone has very rightly said in this situation that when we are talking about emotional strength, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice that you have. And in general, we have got two kind of belief system. The first belief system is that stress is normal, and the second thing is that whenever there is any emotional upheaval, it is coming out from outside, and it is contribution is coming from outside. And these are the two key challenges that we face in our life. But the day we start realizing that whatever emotional strength or weakness that we are feeling, it's all internal and not coming from outside. And then, secondly, when we say that stress is normal, we say no, stress is not normal, stress is abnormal. Because once we stop accepting that, then we can start finding different ways what we can do to always remain cheerful and emotionally strong. So, broadly, there are three key ways that we can do to do that. The first and the foremost is that we should always practice gratitude. Second is we should do meditation, and third is we should do mindfulness. When we combine all those things, we can always ensure that whatever we want to achieve, we can do that and we can remain emotionally strong. Well, someone has very, very rightly said in this particular case that the gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Well, I am challenging myself. I am feeling sometimes. I am successful sometimes. I am feeling sometimes. I am successful sometimes. But I am working on myself to make myself emotionally strong. What you are doing? I'm looking for your feedback. Thank you.